All right. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tips and Bricks podcast, where we discuss all things Lego. I hope y'all know us by now, but I'm Clay. My pronouns are he, him. I'm one of the podcast hosts, and I'm joined by two familiar faces today. First, we'll say hello to Bethany. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you? I have my cat stack that I brought. Some friends 3D printed little whiskers for the cat. Now, this is irony because
Oh.
I am not a cat person, but I have become a Lego cat person apparently. So,
I didn't even clock the whiskers, but yeah, I remember now that people were saying that was an oversight. Like when it was released, those 3D printed ones, those are pretty intense.
especially because the kitten and the polybag one each have whiskers.
Oh, interesting. Well, we do have a cat to talk about today,
We
so
do.
I am sure we will get into that whisker conversation a little bit later. And it's been a little while since you've been on the podcast, Daniel, but of course, our listeners and our readers have seen your content because you're always putting posts together for the blog. But welcome back to the podcast. How's it going?
Hey, yeah, thanks for having me back. Yeah, I think I did one of these, I think it was about a year ago or so in our first
Yeah.
series, but it's
Mhm.
been a little while. So yeah, it's good to be back. Been keeping busy, editing podcast, editing some reels, doing a few
Yeah,
posts here and there.
you get all the fun editing work.
Oh yeah.
We're like, you have tech
Oh,
skills, you do that.
I have all the fun with the reel edits. Yeah, well, you give me the podcast clips and I'll go off and I'll find something I can work with.
Love it.
Well, you're going to be delivering the podcast clips today because we have
Mm.
you on mic. So we'll see if you enjoy cutting a reel of yourself in a couple weeks. We'll see. I do have to ask you though, I know that some people on the team are at a convention in the UK this weekend. And what is
Oh,
that one? Is it Brit
Yeah, it's Bricktastic. It's in Manchester. There's a good few of us there, but I think it's one of the UK's biggest ones. I went a couple of years ago and it's really nice.
nice?
Loads of people there.
are
It's the
we
first time I ran into team members there as well, so it's really cool.
Oh,
are
how
we
fun.
keeping you from being there?
Oh no, I wasn't going,
Okay,
Imagine.
but for the podcast, you do what you have to do.
that's right. That's right.
He
It's
was
worth it.
selling his tickets on the street today. Like,
Yeah,
sorry, gotta go to the
yeah, it's in
podcast.
before. Yes, the event is just down the road. I just sprinted back to the hotel to film this.
We appreciate your dedication, Daniel.
Truly. Well, y'all have gotten a chance to like listen to or even participate in these episodes before, but this year or season, whatever it is, we've started trying to talk about some new releases kind of as they come out, especially because we sometimes have the chance to review those. All three of us today have had a chance to touch on some of these sets that are almost released, so we'll have a little bit of extra insight there. And, who knows, we'll play a little make it, mod it, mock it along the way. Some sets that we would want to display as is. I have the Zelda set displayed behind me as is, which is very exciting. And then also some of the cool parts and different things that are releasing. I was going to say on March 1st, but also Pokemon is landing a little bit before that on the 27th, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Yeah, Pokemon's got to be special for Pokemon Day.
All
yeah.
right. Which is, I mean, it makes sense. It's been a huge release, and I feel like it was a huge topic of conversation. And as people get the sets in hand, I imagine it's going to go even further. Bethany, where are we going to start?
I think we should start with your favorite topic, Clay's nightmare fuel, as it is known on the team. I feel like we need some refueling noises. So, ladies and gentlemen, shall we
Oh
begin?
no.
Okay, I have a confession. I actually watched a clip where somebody was doing the refueling noises, and I thought it was fun. And then I felt like a horrible person because I was like, I would enjoy playing with this.
Thanks for joining us for the episode, everyone. We're gonna have to
Right.
call it there, and we'll see you next time.
Scene.
I
So,
mean, we're not doing a whole Spark conversation again. How
no,
long was that
no, we are
podcast we
not.
suffered through last time?
So let's just admit their existence. We'll hit it and then we'll move on. There are 3 smart brick sets, meaning they come with the smart brick sets that are coming out. You got the TIE Fighter, the X-Wing, and then the Throne Room duel with an A-Wing. But there are also some smart clay enabled sets. We've got a Millennium Falcon, which is notably the cheapest play scale Millennium Falcon we have ever had. If I'm doing my reading right, like That's a big deal. Like, I'm excited for that. There's also Mos Eisley Cantina, which also might be the cheapest version we've ever gotten. You
Nah.
don't think so?
Well, there's been like some small,
Trying to
I
think of
don't
the
know.
really early ones.
That's what I
Yeah.
was gonna say. I feel like there was like a $10 one that like literally I think it just had Greedo
Well, I
and
mean,
Han.
anybody
I
can
don't
put
know.
a tan square together and be like, it's Polybag Cantina, people. Um, there is the ATSD Endor Attack, Yoda's Hut, and Jedi Training Luke's Land Speeder. I find it interesting that they're hitting like all the iconic original trilogy scenes. Like you think about them, they're
Hmm.
hitting, they're just throwing out every single iconic one. Um, so Clay, which one do you plan to purchase?
Don't even. I feel like the last Star Wars that I actually bought was maybe an advent calendar, to be honest. So I will not be buying any of these 100%. Though I will say, of the ones we hadn't really discussed, like the play-enabled ones, the Dagobah one's kind of interesting to me. I don't know. I like the Dagobah sets in general. Like I have a Yoda's Hut from probably like 6 years ago, that I really enjoy. But the Jedi training, like it looks like there's some movable elements and stuff in it, so I don't know. It goes beyond just refueling noises is my hope. That there might be a little more play enabled there, but yeah, I mean, none of these sets are doing it for me.
Yeah. Daniel, is there one that you planned to get? I say that facetiously because admit it, these sets are for kids. Like we know they are for kids.
Yeah, it's like it's quite a good like collection, isn't it? 'Cause it's like you have got a bit of everything here. I think for me, like, yeah, there's nothing particularly standing out. I think that having a Falcon that is a bit on the smaller side and making it more accessible is really exciting because it's like it's such an iconic ship. And I think every previous version we've been getting, it has been getting a little bit more expensive. So it's
True.
really nice to kind of see it go back down a bit. It's more accessible.
It's
But
actually a
yeah.
cute Falcon too. Like, would it be kind of fun to compare this to the MIDI scale ones that they have? Because I
Ooh.
Yeah.
bet its like size is probably in the ballpark, but this one
Yeah.
obviously opens up and is like minifigure scale-ish. But I think the Falcon is kind of cute, admittedly.
It reminds me of like a chibi style set.
Hmm.
Like it contains the
Oh,
essence of it, but in scaled back cute form. And I personally think the interior of the Millennium Falcon, it's the most playable of all of them. Like it just seems like the way that it opens up and you can do it. Like I'm actually excited to see that at some point how that works. But I do find it interesting that I feel like they just were like, hey, we need to catch everything. And they hit all the different
Which,
types.
yeah, I don't know. In a way, it makes me wonder how competent they are. They're like, we got one wave, we got to hit everything right
Everything.
now.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, who knows? We'll see.
Yeah. I
There's no
will.
Hoth. That's the one like original trilogy exclusion. I feel like,
True.
maybe that
Is
could be
there an
there.
AT? There's not an AT-AT on this.
Mm-mm. So there, I
Mm,
mean, there's definitely more potential in terms of if Smart Play goes well. There's a lot more Star Wars sets they could create.
yeah.
But if this were to be the one wave, I feel like they gave us pretty much the biggest hits we need.
Yeah. I'd say that's fair.
yeah, and it goes for like the minifigs as well. I feel like you're covering most of the main characters. Like you got to kind of collect everything if you want to cover the
Hmm.
full cast. But I think having a look
Even
at the pictures, it
Jawa.
looks like they're all most of them are smart figs for like the main characters at least.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I,
think every main character in the original trilogy, as well as Palpatine, gets a smart figure in the wave.
Setting aside price, which is not, something you can do, but setting aside price and clear your face. Too soon to drive me to tears. Setting setting aside price, setting aside the smart play, I think that this is a very strong wave to give kids play scale options that are very durable. Like we've run into problems with Lego sets that are very fragile and fall apart, and these are supposed to be like super swish. So I'm excited to see what people think in that regard. Okay, enough and scene. We're done with smart play. If anyone wants
Yeah,
to know more about our smart play thoughts, we recorded an hour and a half podcast divulging all of our deep dark thoughts about it. So
it only felt like it was a 7-hour podcast when we did it live.
yeah, yeah. So play.
Yeah,
Shall
let's
we
talk
move
about
on?
another theme
Sounds great.
that also, like, I said, it's kind of eaten up a lot of discussion this year, and that's Pokemon. I feel like
Yes.
it's been rumored for a long time now, but we finally got the reveal of it just a couple months ago, and it's almost here. And actually, Tips and Breaks has already published a review by Daniel. So you actually have gotten a chance, of course, to see the boxes. You got to build the starters. Any like big thoughts you have about how Lego is handling Pokemon?
Yeah, it's an interesting one because I think like if we look at like the starter builds themselves, especially for that big set, I think I really like the individual builds. I think
Mm,
they've done a really good job. It's just really interesting that they are like one giant 3-in-1 set. It's
Hmm.
the biggest factor that I found when reviewing them. It really felt like I was trying to fit in 3 set reviews in one post.
mm,
Because even though they're combined together with like the platforms, it does feel like this should have been 3 sets, and that's not what we got.
mm.
It's
I mean,
really interesting.
it
So
would have
you,
changed the whole conversation around affordability. Like because the $200 Pikachu, I mean, I think people still don't love that price point. But if there was a bunch of $200 Charizard and Blastoise and Venusaur, it would be so different than people just seeing that almost $700 price tag.
well, and Lego knows how to do this. Like,
Yeah.
look at the Hogwarts castle that they're doing. Like, you could just buy the main hall, or you could go all in and you could add them all together. Or maybe you just want a wing and a section. And like, can you imagine if all of these 18 plus sets had the option to be like a shelf of just connectivity? Like that, I feel like could have been
Mhm.
such an amazing option, and people would definitely want to catch them all. Is that the right race? I'm not a Pokemon person.
Oh
Is that
yes,
what we do? Okay,
You got
great.
Pokemon
it.
approved.
I
But yeah,
apologize to everyone. I will freely admit I don't know what I'm talking about with Pokemon. I just smile and I'm here for the show.
no, I completely agree. I feel it really feels like it'll be really interesting to see what we get in the future. Like if we get some smaller sets in the future or any more kind of child focused. Because it is interesting as well. Like these sets are great, but apart from Eevee, it feels like it's very adult focused.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
they're very high price points.
Yeah.
And for something like Pokemon, that feels particularly kind of strange that you wouldn't kind of start off trying to hit everyone.
Hmm.
It's really interesting, like what their kind of approach is.
And it's like the exact opposite of the Mario approach. That was like
Literally.
immediately kids, and a lot of adults were
Yes,
not happy. But
true.
since then, we've gotten, buildable Bowser, the
Hmm.
Mario one that you reviewed on Yoshi, Bethany.
Yep.
Like we've gotten a lot of adult display pieces after they had acquired the Mario theme and kind of threw
Yep.
stuff at kids.
Very true. So I guess this is a great way for them to try a different approach. Go 18 plus first and then kid sets. I feel like they're just like they're hosed either way. They do it in public opinion. Like the only thing
Yeah.
maybe was to like blast both at the same time. But I feel like when they did their original announcement, I was reading a press release and they said that they planned to release play scale sets. So in that initial release, they said that. And they also said that they planned to bring out a different way of interacting with the Pokemon that no other competitor had done before. That was like part of Pokemon's thing. So what are you, what's your face for, Clay?
Because it's smart play.
It's gonna be smart play, right?
That's what it's got to be, is smart
It's
play.
gotta be. Because you can make them like they could make like little sound effects, like Pikachu could say its name, can make like a lightning thunderbolt sound.
I feel so dumb for not seeing that coming.
I mean that,
Mm,
it- yeah, I think it lines up with them introducing it through the Star Wars theme, getting
okay.
people a little more used to it,
Yep.
also giving the adult fans like what we want with Pokemon,
Yeah, and not making
and
them feel
then,
scared that it's
mm,
smart.
mm,
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, actually,
mm.
that's yeah, because then that
Interesting.
compares again with Mario, where it's like
hmm
we got those original course builder sets.
Yeah,
The A folks kind of freaked out a little bit, like, what is this?
true.
With this, it feels like it's the opposite. It's like, okay, we're going to bring in these more kid focused sets, more
hmm
play focused, but you've already got the
Interesting.
adult sets if you want them for more like
Interesting.
models.
Okay.
And now you've had a whole year to save to buy that $600
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. No, that's interesting. Do you think that they would make Eevee, Pikachu, Charizard, all that? Do you think they would make them in play scale? I mean, I feel like those are so iconic.
I feel like I think Pikachu's like the guarantee. because like,
Yeah.
he's so iconic. It's the face
Hmm.
of the series.
Yeah.
The idea of making only one and then locking it to like a $200 set
And to
feels weird.
a
Hmm.
non-playable set, like he does not move, right? Like what is his articulation like, Daniel?
Yeah, I believe it's just I haven't built this one, but I believe it's literally just like display. You can attach it to the frame, you can take it off. You
But
can change the shape for the tail, which is quite nice because you can have two versions.
Hmm.
it's true. But I think when you take him off, his head is still like stuck upward.
Yeah, I found that with Charizard's where it's like its
Uh,
neck is and head is kind of pointed upwards, like it's in like a flying position on display, but
Mm,
you can't actually move it back down again. It's just kind of locked like that.
yeah.
Lego has done like this whole Pokemon Hunt thing where you can find codes and put them in insiders for downloadable wallpapers or something. I don't know. I've done a few of them, but that made me think of Pikachu. Is so many of the downloadable ones are Pikachu standing in different places, like real world places, and he does always have that head, like that certain head, no matter where he is.
It's like a meme unto itself.
Yeah,
It's
something
Where's
like that.
Waldo, but with Pikachu. Where has he ended up this time?
We don't know.
Some of the wallpapers actually did the same because they're very funny. But yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see. I guess now that we've talked through it, maybe this approach wasn't the worst idea. To kind of
Yeah.
do the adult focus at the
Yeah.
first, and then we'll see what happens in the future.
And
So
even though we go, oh, 650, they sold out right away, correct? It went back
yeah,
order.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
like, this
Bonkers.
is, yes, this is for Lego fans, but from what I understand, we went to a Pokemon themed store recently. Like a brick shop is an off-brand Lego store. This was a place that sells all Pokemon everything, and they had plushies and like all sorts of tangible one had no like huge space. I was just like, wow, I did not know there was enough for this. And two, people are willing to pay, like people walking out with, and I was just like, this is what I must look like to the rest of the world when it comes to Lego. But I think even though it is 1,000 Australian dollars and 650 US dollars and 900 Canadian dollars, I think it's gonna be popular.
Oh yeah.
Not
Yeah.
common, but popular.
Yeah, I think Pokemon is one of the very few things that will be able to do something like this.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
people have wanted it for so long.
Well,
Have you gotten your hands on gift with purchase and the insider thing? Have you been able to see
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I have those. I haven't built them yet, but yeah, I've got the Kanto badges and the Pokemon Center.
What
love the Pokemon Center. I'm definitely spending my insider points on that one because it looks so cute.
well
Yeah,
I
it's so cute.
do
Hmm.
do we know like how many monies you would have to spend to get that many insider points? Like
It's
if someone is like, I really want to make sure I can get this come February, whatever, what do they have to
Well,
do?
they probably missed the double points. I think was in January, so
True.
that's part of it. But isn't it basically, oh, I was gonna say 5%. I don't know.
We don't
I'm
have
not
to do the
doing
math for
math.
it, but it was just a
I'm
Yeah,
curious
I'm
like
sure.
if someone is like, "Oh no, this is my thing and I want to get the insider points." I wish there was a way to I
mm,
understand why insider awards exists, not a complaint against it. I wish there was a way for someone who, shoot, I just cleaned my points out for blah blah blah. I
hmm.
wish there was a way that they could still have
Yeah,
opportunity to get it.
agreed. Because
Yeah,
sometimes the
because
timing of that is a little rough.
both of them have stickers in them. I don't think there's any exclusive parts, so it's ones you could like
Hmm.
redo yourself if you wanted to, if you could
True.
trace down the pieces. But it's like one of those ones where like, especially for the badges I saw, like you could only get those if you pre-ordered the Kanto
Hmm.
starters, and like those things sold out like so quickly.
They
Yeah.
did say that they would have more of those when it goes live for the non pre-order
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what the
That's
term
really good.
said. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm sure it'll go again super quickly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
there'll
just
probably be a handful at Lego stores in person, but
Oh, and this makes sense too. This is a good call for them not to do it on March 1st because in the US, that's time change day. And so that is going to get all wonky with, right?
oh
It's time
no.
change on Sunday,
I
right?
don't know.
Uh,
I don't know, but
or
sure.
no, no, it's not because it's always the weekend of my birthday. Just kidding. It's the
Well,
8th.
on
It's
that note,
always the weekend of my birthday. I'm sorry. I'm grumpy about it.
Now that Bethany doesn't know when her birthday is. For other people who were born back in those 80s,
Mm.
yes. Yes, if you're also born in the 80s, you're probably a Zelda fan, which means
Yes.
that you are one of the AFOLs who is very excited that Zelda has another set releasing on March 1st. I got to review this one, which I was super thrilled by because I would have not found a way to spend the money myself on this. But we have the new final battle from Ocarina of Time with, of course, Link, Zelda, and this brick-built Ganon. That's incredible. Oh yeah, and also the Ganondorf minifig. Woo!
So
So
good.
was thrilled by the set. I would have loved a way to give it 25 points without even like going through anything on it. But
Really?
what do y'all think about it?
Well, okay, so it's a little hard because your background's a little blurry, which is fine.
I
Don't
know.
no need to change it. Is that pearl gold or gold gold?
Pearl Gold.
Okay. It just comes off as real shiny
And
on
Ganon
Zoom.
has a lot of dark green recolors, like a lot
Yeah.
of recolors in this set.
I
Yes.
go ahead, Daniel.
Oh yeah, I just think this is such a good like a one set because it's like it captures such an iconic moment from one of the games.
Hmm.
You've got four characters if you count having the brick built Ganon. I feel like, especially, I think the Link is a reuse from the Great Deku
Hmm.
Tree, but
Yep,
like
he's the
that
same.
Zelda and Ganondorf, like these are like probably their most iconic designs, and having all of these in one set, it's so good. They
Yeah.
really knocked it out of the park.
And the Deku Tree, like the big conversation around that was that it was $300, and people were pretty upset. Like this is the only Zelda set. This one's still over 100, but like you
It
said, Daniel, you get like all of the most important characters in this single set. So to me, that helps.
and as much as I hate it, it feels like that 130 price range US dollars. I feel like that's kind of like the starting line for 18 plus sets. So it
Yep.
feels affordable. I hate that. But it feels like I'm glad that they didn't go, hey, here's a $650 Zelda set. Like I think they recognized we want to do something across all price points. Oh, that's so cool
Yeah,
with
the
that
cape
cape.
is really
So
nice too.
that's so good.
Like, there's so
Oh,
much cool stuff in this set. Sorry, I'm getting
so
distracted looking
what?
at
What? Stop playing with your toys, Clay. This is a
right.
serious podcast.
We're podcasting, Mom.
So, what was your favorite? Because we don't really talk a lot about this when we write our blog posts. What was your most enjoyable part of the building experience for this one?
Ooh, I mean, Ganon, he really blew me away. I feel like I've gotten to do the Beautiful Horse review not too long ago, so I feel
Hmm.
like I've gotten to do some posts with molding, but there's so many like little brackets and exchanges in his arms and legs because of how postable
Mm,
they are that like it's packed in even smaller than I was used to building the creator sets. So
wow.
it would be like these little I'm like, oh that does fit here. So that was probably like the best part about it, but I just love the base too. Like I even put an image in there because a few people on the team had talked about it looking like a Smash arena. So I
Oh
put an
yeah,
image of like just dropping in Animal Crossing characters. So really, I mean, the base is awesome on its own. And this
Yeah.
back little tower was kind of built upside down, and there's all these little things like going
Mm,
up.
it's so nice.
Yeah, it's a really
That's
now
great.
I'm throwing it apart, gonna build it again. But the techniques are really nice in it.
awesome.
So.
So it sounds like for the value for money on this one is really high. Like great building experience, enjoyable techniques, like
And to me, I mean, we have to also look at it like we're AFOLs, we're the Lego people, but like the people who are Zelda fans or Pokemon fans, or I'm not going to say Smart Play fans. I was like, what else have we talked about today?
not while I'm drinking water, almost straight.
These specific fandoms that Lego isn't their hobby necessarily. Like if like $130 is totally a Zelda fan would be like, oh yeah, I'll pick up this really cool Lego set. I'll get to build it. I can display it in a few ways. So I feel like it's a fair entry point. But to your point, Bethany, like most adult sets are sadly gonna be this or above, and we'll talk about more that are even further above this later on.
Mm,
Yeah,
yay.
it
But I
does
guess,
feel like it feels like it is a really good like a one and done set.
hmm
Like
Mhm.
you pay for one set, but it literally has all the core characters and all the elements you would want.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then like yeah, it feels like anything else is a bonus from there.
And I give them
Hmm.
props. Like they didn't do this with the Bluey set, where I don't know why I'm going to Bluey, but it's what popped in my head. If you wanted, Bingo and Bluey and Mom and Dad, you had to go to 4 different sets
Uh,
to get a whole
Oh
family.
yeah.
And I love that you literally get the core essence of Zelda, everything right there. I mean, yes, the Deku Tree has more, it's great, but like it's all right there, and you're not having to get this one and this one and this one.
yeah. So on the opposite end of, I guess, both target audience and price was the education sets, which
Yes.
they've already officially
Yeah.
released, but we didn't
Yes.
talk about them in our last one. So I thought we could hit on this, especially since you got to build them.
Yeah. So they came up with a new education set, they kind of off-brand named it like learning at home, education at home. They were education sets that are available. They do not include motors, but they are science and exploration based. And this is a big deal because previously you could get sets, the education sets, if you went to education.lego.com. Anybody technically could buy them, but when you went to that site, if you weren't a teacher or a school, it felt weird to buy it. Like the general
Mm,
public could go to that and be like, can I order? I don't
yeah.
know. The answer is yes, but it and a lot of people didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, I
This
didn't
one,
know that.
yeah, this one you can find at Target or Walmart, which is
That's
fabulous.
great.
And
Hmm.
there are 2 experiments in the $50 sets and 4 experiments in the $100 sets. So that works out to $25 an experiment. Some experiments are better than others. I found the space theme ones, those two space ones, to be the most interesting in play. They were, let's build to solve a mechanical problem. Whereas the animal ones, one was let's build to solve a mechanical problem. The other was more let's solve an artistic problem. Like how can we be
Hmm.
artistry, creativity, which is great because it hits
Hmm.
people at both ends of interest
Yeah.
spectrum. Um, the animals one, my daughter immediately started naming the penguins and the seals, and she was all excited.
Oh.
And we actually, as a first for Tips and Bricks, we had kid reviewers come, and it was great. And we had 3 boys who were super ecstatic with the space stuff, and the animals ones, they were like, "That was nice. Can we do the drop tower again?" So it was that was a big hit. It was a fun weekend in our house when we did that testing.
Those penguins are super cute.
They are.
I would be drawn.
She named them Pen and Gwen for penguin.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I also just like the color palette, which you mentioned in the post too.
Yeah.
Like the coral and is it dark turquoise
Yes. Coral,
or medium azure? Oh, okay.
coral, dark turquoise, dark turquoise. Say that 5 times fast.
Turquoise.
Dark blue and white. Just super clean vibe. And it's that way
Mm.
across the science and or the space and the animal sets, the Arctic exploration, Antarctic. So they're
Oh,
they're
those
fun.
are pretty cool.
There's also some really great pieces in there. There's I think it's an octagonal plate that's in trans clear blue.
Oh,
Like there's some it's the one that has the bar around the outside. There's some really fun pieces in there. If you are not interested in the experiments, but they're still fun, but want to go piece hunting, there's some recolors and stuff that are we didn't get into that part in the review, but there's some good wins in that set.
and that means, I mean, they're easily accessible, so that's nice too. That you don't have to go
Yes.
build a different web or create a login for a different website. You can earn insider points and be
Yes.
able to access these. So cool.
Yes.
What do we have next on the list? Oh, I said let's speed over to a few sets that will excite some racing fans, which would
What a
mean not me,
what a segue, Clay.
right? I was like,
Nailed it.
"Ooh, what else are we gonna talk about?" Um, actually, though, one of these sets I will say I do kind of like.
Yes, so for Speed Champions, we have 77259, which is the Audi Revolut F1 Team R26 race car. And then we
Such a
also
long
have,
name.
yeah,
I
I
think I
know.
understood all the words you said.
It's
Maybe.
like
So many words,
it's like so the F1 race car, like that's
right?
nice. I can work
Just
with
like
that.
Speed Champions, great, got it.
But then we also have the 77258 F1 Academy race car, which is a nicer name.
Right.
But then we also have for icons, we have the 11375
Oh,
Ferrari F2004 and Michael Schumacher, which is a really nice kind of tribute set.
That one's a nice display too. Like I love how they put it on the display at an angle. So I feel like, sometimes if you just set a set down, depending on where you've placed it on a shelf, you don't get as good a view of it. So I
hmm.
really like the way that they've designed that display stand that already has the
Like,
angle created where you can see kind of more of a top-down look of that car.
agreed.
Yeah, really adds that kind of like sense of like motion to it. Like you can imagine this thing kind of
Mm,
driving at like a
hmm
higher speed, like kind of speeding around a bit more.
You were joking about the name of the Audi Revolut. Is that how you pronounce it? Revolut. Uh,
Yeah, Revolut.
but I just counted up all the letters, and there is literally more letters in the name of the set than there is dollars for the cost of the set.
I
There's,
think this should be our new metric for
yeah.
value for money.
Yeah. Price by part was so last year.
Price by letter. That's
Price by
where it's
letter.
at. I mean, Speed Champions, I always enjoy reading the reviews of the people on our team who do these because the
Hmm.
techniques are so mind-blowing to me. There's always some cool new parts in them. So I look forward to the Speed Champions reviews, even though these are not like sets that I'm going to go out and purchase myself.
And I will say they've done some really cool stuff with the F1 Academy and Lego Race Car. And I think it was Girl Bricks a lot. She had a really awesome
Hmm
experience with that. So if you guys want to check that out, as a shout out to her and some of the really cool things she was able to do with the F1 Academy.
All right. Well, I think that's all we're going to say about these sets.
That's all I
Let's
know
move
how
it
to
on.
say.
There are actually, though, I'm excited to talk about icons because we have three. I think we should make a mock at these three because these three are pretty like all over the board. So, Bethany, you want to talk us through the three icon sets that are coming out in March?
Yes. So the first one is about a subject I know nothing about, but watched a video on and was like, oh, maybe I want to know more. So the first one is Project Hail Mary. It's a movie based on a book that is coming out. Is this around the same time? Like, this is interesting because this is one of the first times that Lego has made a movie release because you get the Ryan Gosling figure. It's the first time they've done that as a movie comes out, correct? Like a standalone movie, not part of a series. Because obviously, like they've done Star Wars and they can join those two. But
Yeah.
like as a brand
Yeah,
new IP, this is
Yeah, the
coming
only one
out.
that came to my
yeah, it
mind was
might be.
Avatar, but I think that wasn't even, no, that was for
But
the
that was all.
sequels.
But
Yeah.
that was already an IP project at that time. So this is really unique in that
Yeah.
standpoint. The if you go to Jay Brickblog's Instagram and probably his YouTube, there is a crank on the back of this Project Hail Mary where this is where my
Just
technical
listen to you
excellence
describe
fails.
this.
There's a little straight thingy on the back that detaches and then starts spinning. And then the big thingy starts spinning faster. And then when you turn the other way, the big thingy turns the other. No, no. When you reverse it, the little thingy does it. It's got motion and it's cool and it detaches. And he said all sorts of words. And I don't.
Yeah,
That's
it's actually pretty insane, like what
Yeah.
it's doing. I
I
watched
need
that
help.
reel. I watched that reel like 3 times just trying to figure out how it works because
Well,
it's like three functions in one. I'm like, I don't know how you've designed this to
and
work with just a crank.
the gears and beams are all missing, like they're all hidden so well, like I
Yeah.
don't know where it is. So I will be downloading the instructions on launch day to tear apart this. Wait, are they
Yeah.
already
I'm
available?
super intrigued by that. Because, I mean, I'm guessing it's like a large space station rather than a spaceship because it looks like a ship is the smaller thing that comes out and moves. Not 100% sure on that.
Jay said it was the where the people live, or the person pod,
Hmm,
something like that, and then it
okay.
spins because that's how it does its gravity.
Spoilers.
Oh
Um,
no, oh sorry,
no,
that's what
just
he.
kidding. I
Oh,
don't know.
I was like, I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't think, I was like, this ship looks cool, whatever, on big display stand. I'm not really that interested. But
Mhm.
once you sent us that video of the function, I was like,
Oh,
okay, now
I
we're
was like,
talking. Like,
Yeah.
this
yeah.
isn't just a static display. There's a lot more going on
And
here.
to me, this is $100. When I looked at that, my first thought was, where's the other half of the build? Because it does not look like it. But once I saw that movement, I was like, oh ho ho. Okay, there's much more going on. This is more worthy of, it's better worthy of the price tag. So that is number one. That one also reminds me of the new NASA Technic set,
Hmm.
where as you
Oh
cranked it, the
yeah.
stages came apart, and
Hmm.
it, like, there's somebody on Lego who's doing some really cool technical
Yeah.
stuff, and I tip my hat to them. I love it. The next set is one that has no movement parts that we are aware of, but it looks cool. Lord of the Rings Sauron's Helmet, going to be retailing for $70, coming to you on March 1st. I saw a Brick Nerd review of it, and it does fit on top of the cat
The cat.
almost perfectly.
There's also someone
No
at Lego
way.
who's doing this intentionally.
A
Like,
hundred,
there's no way that they've made these heads where they can
hundred.
swap.
There's someone who's just saying like this set is perfect, but can we just make it like one brick wider for no specific reason?
Absolutely. Now this is noteworthy because outside of Marvel or Star Wars, we haven't had any helmet sets. So I
Yeah.
would love to see this. I would love to see Gimli's helmet. I would love to
I
see
want to see Mario's hat. Just
Mario's
just the hat.
just the hat, just the hat. Oh, that would be a snot nightmare. Um, or challenge, depending on your glass half full, glass half empty.
Yeah, they could. I mean, there's the Gondor helmets,
Mm-hmm.
Rohan soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot they could do just within the Lord of the Rings realm.
Yeah.
It really
Now,
it still fits like the display wave that they've been going with since Lord of the
Hmm.
Rings came back. Like
Hmm.
it's something a
yes.
bit different. It's a bit more accessible, and also the
It
fact it has the minifig in there as well.
yes. I was
Yes.
just getting
Really
ready to
nice
say
bonus.
it comes with, if you have been wanting, if Barad-dûr was out of reach and you've been wanting to get your hands on that minifigure, $70 buys you the helmet and the minifigure. That's a great deal. I
Mhm.
meant to look up on Bricklink to see like what he retails the last 6 months on Bricklink, but I'm sure it is a significant chunk of what this set is. So
Oh
that
yeah.
is really exciting. Now, here's the question. Would you display this in your house? Because I would love to get this because we collect all the Lord of the Rings stuff, but also I don't know that I want Sauron staring at me. So, like,
It's a
I'm like
fair point. It's like, do
torn.
you get it? You get it for the minifig, and then you just build it, and you think that looks nice, and then just
Put it in
rotate it
put it in
around
a closet.
so it's
Cover
not looking at
if you
you.
put it if you cover it like the Palantir, can't see you.
Oh,
Um
there you go.
yeah. Would you display this inside your house though? Like,
I mean, I think it could look really nice, like on a bookshelf. Like, I mean,
hmm,
imagine you got your Tolkien book sitting up there with this, though.
true.
I don't know. It's also really, it looks really tall, so
Extraordinarily
might have to
tall.
be on top of a bookshelf. But I
Yeah,
feel like, some people just thinking just in books, I could see it displayed there. I personally would, but I like evil, so it wouldn't bother me.
that's fair.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think for me, it's one like I personally probably wouldn't, but like if they came out with more helmets down the line,
Mm.
I think it could make such a good like little
Oh
mini
my goodness.
collection.
Oh, and I can't wait to see. A lot of people have done on Rebrickable. They've taken the helmet and then made the body using like have you guys seen, have you not seen this?
Oh, that sounds
All the
great.
Star
From this
Wars,
scale helmet? Oh,
yes. Like
okay.
all the Star
Or
Wars
like even
helmets.
Glenn on our team, he'll take the
Yes.
helmet and do the whole
And
shoulder bust.
yeah, but people have continued that. So they've taken the helmet and have done the rest of the whole body using the Maxi Fig style scale up. And
Wow.
I cannot wait to see who does this with, like, that'll
I
be really
actually would
cool.
love this because
Yeah.
this is low-key one of my favorite parts of the trilogy is where they have like the whole story of this at the beginning. And there's just something about him, like when I think it's when he's going to reach for his Isildur. Look at my pronunciations.
Yeah.
But it's just like he has such a dad bod in this one specific angle where it almost looks like he has a little gut. And every time it like takes me out of the scene. And I'm sure it's just the armor, but that's like all I'm envisioning is the giant Lego one and the just he has his little page right there. And
There's a mock challenge there. If
Yeah.
for when people do start building the full bust of the
Wow.
character.
Wow.
Give us dad bod Sauron.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of mock challenge, this next set needs a little bit of help. It is the Golden Retriever puppy. It is meant to be like the dog version of this.
Hmm.
I don't like it. I there's too many it's meant to be like shaggy hair. Like it's meant but to me it just looks very rough, unfinished. Crispy Bricks did a thing where he wanted to make the dog look more like his dog. And all he did was like change which way the direction the ears went and he made one other change and I was like, "Oh, this is already so much better." I didn't think I disliked it until I saw the improvements he made and then I was like, "Hmm, but I don't know. What is your take on it? I mean, there's also like you can even look at the main picture right at his front elbow, right here. There is like bricks missing. You can see it looks like dark tan and medium nougat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see where I'm talking about?
Yeah, it looks like a little space where there should be a brick attached.
Yeah,
I
and
Oh
wonder if
yeah.
that's because you can replace the paw. Like one of the paws can be replaced to make the dog shake, and you can also put a tongue in it. So maybe that's the problem
possibly.
Oh,
there.
that's cute. I didn't see that.
No, because it still shows. Okay, so the underside is that medium nougat. That's how they get away with it. Is that backside is medium nougat. But there's just, I don't know. There's just too many studs, but also too much curve differentiation. I don't know. I don't know what my issue is with this. The cat, even though I don't like cats, the cat is just sleek, iconic cat. And this one, I don't know.
No, I definitely agree. I think there's something about it where it's like there's some parts of it like I really like with like the ears, the color, the tail, like the general build I think is really nice. I think it's the studs, I think. I think it looks like we had with the tuxedo cat was like so sleek. This
Hmm.
feels like it's trying to be more realistic. The
Yeah.
studs are meant to be like fur, but
Well,
it's not working straight away.
it doesn't look like a golden retriever puppy to me. And I think maybe that's it. It looks like a puppy because it's got the eyes and the ears, kind of doing its puppy thing. But I would have thought this was more like a oh my the ones with the like the fine little curly hair. Um
Labradoodles.
yeah, maybe something like that instead of a
Oh,
golden retriever.
before you said it, I thought when I first saw it, I thought it looked like a Labradoodle
Yeah.
more than a golden retriever.
Yeah.
There's
So
some, I want to see it in person because there's some angles of
yeah.
the face that I think are absolutely adorable.
Hmm.
I like that it can do the hand pose, I think is
Absolutely.
super cute. And I,
It
I
can have
generally like exposed studs, but I don't know if it's the studs. There's something about the face and how many different slopes they've used
that's
where
my
it's
bigger
like,
issue. Yeah.
yeah, it almost feels like pixelated in a way because you keep seeing all the breaks and like of course the slopes aren't going to line up exactly because they
Hmm.
want it to be the texture of fur. But there's just something about some angles of the face that are not selling me.
Um, compare that. Oh, what's the name? The 101 Dalmatian dog. Compare
Hmm.
that. I'm
Oh yeah.
comparing that because okay. Look up, look up set 43269, 101 Dalmatians puppy. Compare that dog to this one, and this is a better dog. If you're gonna drop 100 and what was the other one? The cost of the other one.
I think
If
it's 110.
if you're gonna drop 140, upgrade 10 more bucks and get the Dalmatian
Oh,
stock.
it's 140.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
wow, that's only a
140.
$10 difference.
Yeah.
Dang.
I think the Dalmatian one is cuter. Unless you are a golden retriever or a labradoodle owner. And then if you're a golden retriever
What?
owner, go see Crispy Bricks on how to modify it. That's all. That's all I have to say about that. It could have been I
I
don't know.
don't know. I'm
Yeah, I think
torn.
it is like it's so close. It's like 95% of the way there. There's just
Yes.
something, and I think it's the fact that we haven't like really talked too much about like our thoughts on the sets before starting today's episode, but we've all kind of come up in with this one with the same mindset. But there's
Like it
something there that just
so
doesn't
close.
seem right.
To me,
Yeah.
it's all the different angles. Like the studs on the side are okay, but what I don't like is how the angles like shear off into the studs, which draw your
Hmm.
attention to it. This one has studs, but they're like right here. They're not
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, I want to
So we got to make mod and mock these three, which I
yeah.
think is going to be interesting listening to this conversation.
Mm,
So And again, make it it's a set we're building, keeping as is. I'm sorry, mod. You're gonna take it and modify it in some way, like probably keeping most of the essential parts of it, but modifying it in some method, like maybe building an entire body for Sauron. And then mock it is you want these parts. Like, what am I gonna do with these parts?
Mm.
I'm torn on this one
Mm-hmm.
because I'm gonna say my make it is Sauron's helmet. Like I just don't see what else I would do with it. And like I said, I would be okay displaying this. So that one's my make it. Do
That's
either of y'all have like a one you're immediately going to like, I'm making this and keeping this one?
if we're sticking with the make it one. I think I'm gonna make Sauron's helmet, and then I'm gonna cross my fingers and toes and hope that we're gonna get Gimli and some
Get
others.
the rest.
Yeah,
Is it going to be 3 for 3, Daniel? Or are you thinking something
I
else?
think I'm the outlier. I think I would build the Project Hail Mary,
Mm,
and that would have been a different answer if I didn't see what it could do.
right.
yeah. Well,
I'm so curious how the technic side of it works and
okay.
how the
So
mechanics work.
that's why. Oh, that's my timer. That's why that is my modit, because
Mhm.
I want to take the techniques of that and like make it some sort of amusement park ride or something. Because the Hail Mary franchise means nothing to me, but I would love to do more with it. I want to get to the bones of the set and then do something
Yeah, that's
else.
fair. See, like even just taking that exact mechanism, but just swapping some of like whatever comes out and spins for something else. I
Yeah,
could see you totally doing that.
yeah.
I mean, I
Um.
guess that makes sense, but I'm gonna mod the golden retriever.
Okay.
I mean, I have dogs. I don't have a golden retriever, but I'm like, I could either just do a recolor maybe for our chocolate lab and pretend it represents what he looked like as a puppy, or I could look at the crispy Bricks video
Yep.
and then also, I don't know, just digging into it more. I feel like like we said, it's so close. So I feel like it would be fun to kind of break it down and play around. Like if I swapped in a different slope here, how would this look?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I would make that my mod just to see how I could make it closer to what I would personally like.
Yeah, I think I would agree. I think yeah, looking at it like initially as a golden retriever, there's just a little bit of work you could do to it to change it, make it a little bit more accurate. But also, I really like the idea of just like using like the frame of it and like making like different dog breeds. Like I grew up with spaniels, and I'm looking at the build of this and like the ears and stuff, and I'm like, I think it could make quite good like Springer Spaniel or a Cocker Spaniel.
100%.
It's
Yeah.
got the right frame, the right
Yeah.
size. You just need to replace the parts, and I think in that sense, I think some of the studs more for the fur texture does work a bit more with that mindset.
Yes, yes, a spaniel is a great. If you took the head off and just gave the body, I would. You could easily make a case for that.
You love
Yeah,
taking heads off of
I
sculptures, don't you, Bethany?
do.
Like,
we're
yeah,
gonna
you
I
have
took the head off and
we're
you
gonna have to
put it
talk
in
about this
murder.
as a team later. I think this
yeah
is gonna
yeah
come back up.
have an intervention moment. Oh, this is already back ordered. It's already so popular.
The retriever?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. That one, I
I
guess, has to be your mock, Bethany. Do you actually want to do anything with these parts, or did it just not fit into your other categories?
I would return it to the Lego store and get the points for something else.
So we know how to make it, mod it, cash it out.
That's right. I'm sure there's useful. I mean, I'm looking at. There's useful parts on here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little hard until you see like somebody publish the parts list or get to look at it on Bricklink, but I
Yeah,
imagine there's got to be recolors. I
sure.
mean, I guess that means both of us left Hail Mary. Oh no, I have Hail Mary in my
Yeah.
pocket, and I don't know what I'm doing with these parts. I was like, isn't the stand, does the center of the stand use those minifig stand plates? Like it looks like there's just four of them run up the stand. The ones that
Oh,
come in the
yes,
CMFs.
it
I'm
does.
like,
You could just stick a bunch of spacemen on there and they're like, wee.
oh wait, why didn't they use the space one from the CMF series that had the printed galaxy?
Because when you do
Oh,
solid black, it disappears into the background of people's minds. So therefore it becomes
yeah.
invisible.
Well, I will mock that, and I guess I'll use that cool big green Technic ring for something.
Fine.
What, so
Hurts
what's
my
yours mock
soul.
it then, Daniel?
Yeah, I guess I'm mocking Sauron's helmet. I'm in a similar boat where I'm just like, I don't know what you can do with this. It's gray. It's gray bricks. It's like I could make a destroyed Death Star because I can't afford the Death Slice.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I got Sauron then.
Yeah, I
I,
was
I
gonna
got the
say you're gonna
minifig,
keep the
so
minifig and then
that's
just
not
toss
too
the
bad.
parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh
actually probably
man.
the best choice there.
Well,
Well, it's not icons, but there is another theme I guess we'll discuss called
yeah.
additions. And additions has two sets, which is the 43019 soccer ball. It's like over $100. It's this big round soccer ball and can open up to show a little stadium scene inside. And then there's also the FIFA World Cup trophy set 43020, which is even more expensive at about $200, and it
Mm,
represents, I guess this has to be okay, it's the world. I was going to say, which trophy
hmm.
is this? But it is the World Cup trophy one.
Yeah. FIFA World
With
Cup.
lots of gold, pearl
Oh yeah.
gold accents, but
Hmm.
looks like it's mainly in yellow, correct? That's
Y-
gotta be yellow.
no, that's pearl gold on the
I
outside.
think it's all pearl gold, isn't it?
That's pearl gold. It's a pearl gold party pack.
Oh wow. And I do like that it also includes a new mold for the minifig scale version of the
Hmm.
trophy, which is pretty cool.
That is cool. Yeah, no, this is a pearl gold gem because you can see on the picture where the guy is exploding out the front, you can see yellow there. And
Oh yeah,
that is
wow.
solid, not solid, but the
Wow, that is a
exterior is.
lot of pearl
Mhm.
gold.
And then it's got the new gold. That's what I'm calling it, the official
That's what
name.
I was confused
It's
by.
got the
Got it.
stripe of gold on it. That like was introduced with the or reintroduced with Mona Lisa's frame.
These two
Oh,
sets were
nice.
definitely not on my radar.
Mm-mm.
Any any thoughts about these?
I have thoughts, but I will keep them to myself.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. I'm not a big like football person, so it's not sets for me. But like looking at the techniques that goes into like making that soccer ball, the fact that it actually opens up and there's like a pitch inside, I'm like, that's
Yes,
that's really cool. Like
that
I'll give
is
them props for
very cool.
that.
That is
That
very cool.
that feels like you didn't need to put that level in. You could have just made like a display piece as a normal ball, but you didn't, and that's really cool.
You know,
Yeah.
Like the
that's I feel like that's kind of a trend right now, which I'm happy about. Like just a few sets we just talked about, like the dog has modifications with a tongue and arm.
Hmm.
Project Hail Mary is not just a static display, it has moving elements.
Yep.
Even this Zelda one, like it's not just again a static display. There's the little mechanism, if you will, to reveal Ganon. So I feel
Hmm.
like Lego's doing pretty good with not just saying here's a display piece, throw it on the shelf, but here's a display piece plus a little
Plus,
something else in
yes,
there.
agreed. Even the little toothless came with, change out his tongue and
Hmm.
he's yeah. No, I agree with you there. I think the soccer ball is a brilliant build. I am so excited to see what the mock community is going to come up with. I want to see 7 or 8 of these lined up and people are doing all their different takes. Like I have seen someone do a Friends version of the Death Slice and a Lunar New Year version of the Death Slice. I would love to see a row of this all together. I think that would be awesome. I'm not going to talk about the other set.
Well, what you just said about the soccer ball,
Mhm.
Evan already has done that by turning it
Yes.
into the Death Star.
yes.
That post just went up. What is it? Post 3033, where he took these techniques are really mind-blowing, the way
Yeah.
that they designed it. And he
Yes.
basically just color swapped it all. So it looks like a Death Star, and then he added the laser,
It's so good.
created the scene instead of being the soccer arena and inside it's Vader and Luke. So yeah, I could see the mock community going wild with these.
He did so good with it.
Hmm. All right, what else we got today? Oh, more from Evan. He really has been
He
buried in reviews.
he has been killing it.
He's so on it.
He even had to do one of the Bricklink designer ones that we don't even get to talk about today because of the weird release calendar theirs.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about some other botanical ones. So
Hmm.
Evan reviewed 11510, the Magnolia Branches. And then we also have
Mhm.
releasing on March 1st, 11502, a Sunflower Bouquet.
That
So,
one surprised me with how big it is because I've made the little tiny little sunflower one and I was like, oh, okay, another sunflower one. This one's like to scale. I'm really excited about it. I have a family member who sunflowers are her thing, and she doesn't listen, so she doesn't know this. I think I might get it for her for a special occasion
love
because
that.
she will just be
Botanicals are
blown
great
away.
gifts.
Yeah, such good gifts. And it can be displayed in a vase or as it looks like an arrangement, or maybe they just threw it on a table and that's how they're, I don't know. But I'm very excited for the sunflowers. It's just so bright and yellow and happy. That comes in at $60. The magnolia one is on my Mother's Day wish list. That one is for 50. And I will, again, if any family are listening, I will gladly accept.
I think both of these are gorgeous. And we also, Alex, when he was at Fan Media Days, had a chance to interview the design team. And
Yes.
we had a post about that
Yeah.
where they shared some specific insights about it.
Mhm.
But one of the things they mentioned was like they try not to really design new elements too much because they
Mhm.
love using what is existing. But they were really pleased to get this marbled piece for the magnolia branches, and
It's
it's stunning.
gorgeous. Gorgeous. And it has such great mock potential with that part too. What's interesting too, I highly encourage if you get a chance, go read post 3021 for the interview because they also talk about their philosophy behind the stem length in their florals, which I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not going to say any more. You need to go read it, but it was very interesting and I can see that progression and I like it.
Mhm. Are you a botanical person as well, Daniel? Do you have many botanical sets?
I have a couple of them, but none like specifically. It's kind of like my partner's really into like the flowers, so like that's my one excuse where I can have Lego flowers on display somewhere.
Nice.
But I was just saying with these two, I think these are real standouts. Like the sunflowers look
Yeah,
gorgeous. It's such like an iconic flower. Like so many people are gonna love it. And the magnolias with just that new piece. It looks so nice. That's gonna be one of like
really
the
does.
parts of the year. It's gonna be a March release.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. We actually have magnolias here in the south are pretty common, so we have a couple on our
Mm.
property. But just yesterday, we have a dogwood in the front that is blooming, and it has like such similar
Oh,
colors with those like beautiful pink and white. And then I was like, ooh, I wonder where else Lego is gonna use this petal because there's like those colors just exist in so many other plants in the wild. That'll be really exciting to see if and how either Lego or just A-Falls choose to reuse that part.
yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Speaking of reusing parts, can we address the cat in the room?
wah, wah.
I suppose
The
we should.
there is a new cat set called Orange Cat. Uh
Which Orange Cat is like a meme, isn't it?
I don't know.
Like a philosophy.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
okay. One, kudos to Lego that the ideas designer gets financial kickback on this because
Good.
Lego went, you know what? Your cat design is so incredible. We're just going to release it again in a different color. If you go to the Lego website, it is literally there side by side where you can click between tuxedo and
That blew my
orange.
mind. It's like when you
Yeah.
go to buy clothes, like it just has different colors of
Yeah.
like the same pair of shorts or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Has Lego ever done it this way?
I've never seen that before. The orange cat is exactly the tuxedo cat. The only difference is there's dark orange instead of black and green eyes instead of um whatever it is I'm pointing to here. What is this?
Blue, I think, is what was in the tuxedo, right? Yeah, there's like blue
This
and
one's like
orange.
hazel.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
like blue and
Yeah.
hazel.
So oh, and it comes with green. It comes with green and hazel. It looks like
I check.
quite the same.
I think it might be a lighter brown of the
Yeah.
eye on the orange. It
Yeah,
looks pretty
it's
cool,
it
but yeah, I think there might be two new eye colors in the orange cat.
yeah. Yeah. Um, uh, that's all there is to say. I know a lot of people who are disappointed that this isn't calico.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Someone was like, this color cat doesn't even exist in the world. And I was like, I don't know cats. I'm a dog person. I don't know. But I don't know. But thoughts? It's cool. I just
Yeah. It's cool they're doing recolors because I think when the tuxedo came out, you saw so many people like making mocks where
yeah,
they just took the base of it and added their own
Hmm.
like
yeah.
cat patterns on it. I like the idea. I think making an orange one was a really good idea, but I think it just doesn't, yeah, it doesn't look like a common type of cat. Like I think calico would have been
Yeah.
great, but if you're doing an orange cat, like where are the stripes?
Yeah.
Like I think it should be, I think it's using medium nougat, isn't it? It's not even like
Hmm.
a full
Yeah.
orange.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like the
Yeah.
And
idea was there, but they didn't put
yeah.
in
And maybe get rid of the white
everything.
belly and just make it like
Hmm.
all that. I don't know. It's just, but yeah,
Though
it's cool.
when we talk about the color, I can see where that would be difficult to do because there's a lot of large parts used. Like even just look
Mm.
at the like
Mm-hmm.
curled leg, or I guess the leg it's sitting on. Like if you try to do stripes in that, it would almost be impossible with the
True.
like large corners
Yeah.
they use.
They
Like you
needed
could,
they needed to do like what they did with Stitch, where you could just have the sticker sheet and then you could just do his shirt
uh,
however you wanted. I feel like that could have, I don't know, but
mm,
then you might have gone across bricks and who knows. But anyway,
yeah.
Yeah,
orange
it might be
cat.
a bit trickier
If
with
you wanted an
this.
orange cat, you too could get one for $100. The end. Let's move on.
Woo!
I do think the one thing about it is like I do want to see more of this. I want to see more recolors. I think it's
Sure.
really interesting. Like I wouldn't even be like opposed if they did come back and did like another like third version of the tuxedo cat
Sure.
or like another version of the golden retriever.
Yeah.
I think it's just yeah, they need to be more specific with the ones they pick. Maybe do vary the bricks a bit more, but don't shoot down this as an experiment yet. Let's see what
Yes,
else they
no.
can
Yeah.
do.
They did this with the parrot where they recolored
That was it.
their
Yeah, I knew there was another one.
huge hit. I thought that was great. I think that this is so close to being excellent. It just needed a little bit differentiation, I think. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Guess I get to talk about some city sets in Ninjago.
Woohoo!
There's really actually not hardly any, only two of each. So F1 is showing up in city as well with a
Hmm.
display truck that is just basically like a little race car transporter. And then we also have a train set, which I was kind of surprised by since we just got the holiday train. I was like,
Yeah.
oh wow, they're throwing another train at us. And this one is a police train with a helicopter as well. So
Really?
kind of interesting. It's $200 in the US,
Really?
I honestly don't think it's a good looking train.
No, but
Um,
that's about on par for train price.
yeah. So that's all City is bringing us in March, and then Ninjago is bringing us like a very small Jay's Dragon Mech fight set, which is like one of those you'll probably see on the shelves in 6 months from
Mhm.
now. 30% off.
Yeah.
But there's also a really nice, large Lloyd's Titan mech, which is part of the Ninjago 15th anniversary celebration, and
Oh.
this is a good looking mech.
Oh. That is
Yeah,
good.
Ninjago has had
That
some
stand out.
pretty ones, so I can see people, whether they've been Ninjago fans for 15 years or newer to
Mhm.
the hobby, like that mech I'm looking forward to seeing some reviews of because it looks super posable.
So last year at Brickworld Chicago 2025, we got a chance to sit down and interview Demi, who is one of the designers for Ninjago. Highly recommend you can go back and listen to that podcast or read our interview that we wrote about it. But you'll see that on this set it says ages 14 plus. This is the closest that Lego can get to combining like that kid and adult theme version that they have for this. So like they are making these sets intentionally for adults who have grown up with the theme but want more adult um not appropriate because all Lego sets are fun, but adult enticing sets.
Hmm.
So they're killing it with this mech. Like
Yeah.
that is awesome.
Yeah, something about the Ninjago team. They really like they've always done such a good job, especially at the last couple of years. It
Hmm.
feels like there's getting that really good balance with like the sets of all ages.
Yeah.
And I think and also like this being like the 15th anniversary set, it's just kind of a great example. Like this is like such a good mag.
Yeah.
And it's awesome, like as someone who like grew up with Ninjago, it's awesome seeing like the Ice Samurai characters back in this again as well. Kind of hurts a little bit to think that that has been long enough now, that that's now in the legacy sets.
Welcome to being old, Daniel.
Tragic day. The set
Daniel,
itself is great,
are you
but I just kind of
familiar?
put my hand over the screen so I don't see the minifig to remind me of exactly when this one came out originally.
That one minifigure who comes like on a little stand, I guess he's an important character. Is that Grimfax?
Oh yes,
Or
it's
is it oh.
including another of the collectible figures where they've got all of the well, some of the original Elemental Masters that came before the
Mm.
main characters. But
Oh,
most of
okay.
them have never had physical minifigs despite being in the
Oh.
show in like 2012, 2013. Like
Really?
we
Okay,
saw
so
them for
this
the
is a
first
big
time a
deal.
long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is in this set, who have we got? It's the I don't know the names, but this is the Ice Master that came
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
before
it
Zane.
says Elemental Master of Ice. I thought that was a different character when I'd read the
Yeah.
description. But
Oh,
he comes with this cool little stand, and it
yes.
looks like it's designed to connect to the character display, the 15th anniversary one.
Yeah, they all can
Yes.
connect. It's so cool.
Ah, so they will just
Oh,
click into that wider display.
okay, that's so
Dang,
cool.
that's
And it's got that
clever.
awesome Ninjago 15 logo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think all
Man.
the Ninjago 15 sets have one of these characters at least, and they're all different
Oh,
characters.
neat.
wow. I'm a fan.
Okay, I like that they're doing that, and I like that I'm not a big
Same.
enough Ninjago fan to need that because I would be
Yeah.
spending so much money if I had been a
This,
fan. So
yeah.
cool. Well, that'll be interesting to see what else Lego does the rest of the year then. And
Yeah.
I'm imagining we'll get a lot more minifigures, even some, like you said, that hadn't been produced and were just on the TV show. So that'll be exciting.
Yeah. Hmm. Fascinating.
All right, let's talk about some other cool sets. We've got a London bus 40953, which I don't, how many times has Lego produced some version of a London bus? Like even if it's on a postcard, like there've been
I got
so many.
I have the 9.99 version of this. This one is twice
Hmm.
that amount. I don't know. It's a bus.
Yeah, it's a bus.
It's a bus.
But I think everyone's probably a lot more excited for 40921, which is the scaled up blue astronaut. So yet another scaled up minifigure, and it's an iconic one.
I'm so
Finally.
excited for this. Inside this one, you know how like the hat can come off and like there's a little, you surprise inside. Some of them, not all of them, and some of them. Inside this one is the classic little droid guy thingy. So it's really cute. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, this is the one that like I think everyone was kind of waiting for the upscaled
Mhm.
minifigs.
And it fits perfectly with Space Baby.
Oh,
So
I didn't even think about that. We already have the blue
Oh,
space baby gift with
yeah,
purchase.
it is to scale with that.
Oh,
I am so happy.
oh, that's so
that's so cool. I didn't
fun.
know that.
Yeah.
Oh, and then who was it? The Brick Consultant is the one who has already released instructions for mods
Yes.
on this. You
Yeah.
can mod the helmet to make it look like Benny from the Lego movie. And then what
Mhm.
else has
Awesome.
he designed?
He's done
Some
all the classic space accessories. So he's at Bricktastic right now, the show in Manchester, Daniel, that you mentioned that you were running from to
that
be
he
here.
left.
I'll
Um,
go see him in a bit.
yeah, thanks. Tell him we said hi. He has for display all of the current maxi figs with all of the accessories he's made, and he's got them all on like these upscaled stands that look like minifig stands. It's so cool.
That's
And
so
he
cool.
has a little tiny plaque just humbly says, free instructions, go to here.
Aw.
And like, I'm excited to build this one.
Yeah, this is
So
a great
happy.
one. I think everyone is gonna love this. And yeah, definitely check out at the Brick Consultant on Instagram for those free instructions.
Yes.
And yeah, I think it's cool that we have like the set scale. So I want to see people make every like type of accessory and all of these different things that would fit.
Yes,
I
for
think we're
sure.
closing. We're getting close to the end, y'all. We're getting
We're
close. We're
almost
getting
there.
there.
We can do this. We can pump it out. Let's
We got
go.
this.
What you got, Bethany? Disney
Uh
sets is what we're throwing at you, and there's actually a handful.
Winnie the Pooh. Woo! That's all I'll do so we don't get a copyright strike. Woo! Um the Pooh sets ended up being far more fun than I was anticipating it to be. I fell in love with it as I built it and as I changed the face. Originally, I felt like it was Uncanny Valley. It looks so much better in person than it does even just like coming through the Zoom 2D picture. This is
Well,
one
I
of
was gonna
those,
say actually, it looks better here seeing it behind you on the Zoom than
yeah,
I feel like the pictures I've seen online. Like he looks
yes.
less creepy sitting behind you.
Yes, this is again one of those that I recommend you go see it in person. You can change the eyebrows, the hands are fully articulatable. His hand can move. So there's just a lot of cuteness with it. The honey pot is cute. It's got an interior with Eeyore. So they chose for this one, you build a big sculpture, you got a mini sculpture, and that has a minifig home inside it. So again, that display that pops up for a surprise inside. So
Yep.
Pooh comes with Pooh and Eeyore. Piglet comes with baby Piglet. I took off Piglet's birthday party hat because it just looked dumb in my opinion. And Piglet is great because his hands are articulated as such. He does have you need to put a thing to cover his hand because he's
Mm.
supposed to hold a balloon. But his hands are such that you can have him standing
Oh, that's
bashful.
so cool.
Oh, he's very
Like
cute.
it's super cute. Again, another one of those that looks really, really cute in person.
I love that part for the ears.
I
That's
know.
so
Right?
perfect.
That's great at that scale.
I'm a
Again, it's
big
awesome that we're getting the minifigs as well,
Hmm.
because like we don't need them in this, but that's such a good bonus. Like,
Yeah.
Yes. So there's no telling if they are going to continue, if we will get Tigger or Rabbit is not nearly as popular, but very happy that this came out.
Yeah, it's cool that the license is kind of being revived in a way.
Yes. And I mean,
yeah,
I think Duplo's been doing it all along, so it's nice to get it in
Oh yeah.
Lego
it's
form
nice.
again.
It's another two characters for the brick built Disney
Yes.
character collection.
We're
Yes.
getting so many brick built characters and display pieces in the past few years. I feel like it was 2024, Bethany, that you said was the year of the sculpture. It might have been 2025, but
Yeah, I
I feel
declared it
like
2025. Yeah.
yeah, I feel like we get so many sets that are like these built display pieces now where like the ideas 100 Acre Woods
Mhm.
was minifig
Yeah.
scale.
Minifig play scale. Yep.
So yeah, kind of
And
the trend of stuff has changed, I feel.
what's really interesting is Winnie the Pooh sculpture, Piglet's birthday fun sculpture, Kevin and Doug sculpture. That one doesn't come with any minifigures that I saw. Does it? No.
No.
Sally's flower pot. It's that flower pot style where the flower pot is a sculpture, but then you got a little play space inside. That does come with a minifig. Sully, Mike, and Boo brickheads. That's it. There's
There's
no
no minifig scale anything.
no,
Oh,
which is fascinating. And this is also Disney had in January. And oh, I just realized their January release also was mostly all sculpture because you built Olaf, you built the cat, which was a super cute cat, and you built the Disney Barbie doll thingies.
Oh,
oh
the
yeah,
dresses, the Disney dresses.
yeah,
Yes.
little
No,
figures.
no, no, not the dresses. The
Oh,
things that had the face that looked like this with the
oh
Yeah,
yes,
so
the
the
drag
anime.
kind of
queens.
Yes,
the new
yes,
type.
I forgot
yes.
about those already. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
kind of wild.
that's really interesting. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no minifig scale stuff.
Mm-mm.
Well,
No.
I like Up and I love Kevin and Doug, but this no. Like Kevin, I accept, but this little brick built Doug,
Does he have the cone around him? The cone of
Yeah, he's got
shame?
the
the
cone is
cone of
cute, yeah,
shame.
but that nose, I'm like, y'all.
What? Oh no, see, I think that's perfect because he's got this super exaggerated hot dog nose.
And maybe it's just been too long since I watched the movie, but I looked at
Yeah.
this and
He
was like,
doesn't look
I'm
good.
not buying it.
He doesn't look good straight on. And it's nice to see like head on in their head on picture. It's nice to see that they do have the cone removable. He's hilarious in cone of shame mode. My husband personally loves Kevin. So I'm going to be speaking of my husband. This is his only podcast cameo that he will make, but he waves hello. Uh, the minifigures for Boo. I just wanted to do a plug because these are the embargo has passed, so I can show this. We will be handing out instructions where you can take girl form Boo and transform her into
She is
Monster
Oh,
Boo.
perfect.
Isn't she amazing?
that's
Like in
so
monster
good.
form? I
That
was
should have been her
so
design. Like, oh
happy.
my
Well, and
gosh.
like I was trying to think, is this the first Brickheads we've had pigtails on? I need to do some reading.
Probably, possibly.
I'm not
I don't
sure,
know.
but I mean, I was very happy with how this
Oh,
turned
I
out.
love that design.
Oh, I love like the rocky pieces and the claws.
Yeah.
That's
Mm-hmm.
so good.
Yeah,
So I
so
only I
we'll
only
get
owned three of these, so that's why it
of the
doesn't have
claw
two
plates.
across two across the back. But I think
Well,
it looks okay. It kind of gives it, this is the front, this is the back look.
when we did the parts draft of Aisha's Cottage last year at Brick World Chicago, I got all those claw plates. I should have let you have them. I've barely
Yeah,
even used them for
I wasn't
anything.
upset about that at all because I wanted them, but that's okay. You took them.
I will also just quickly mention Sally's flower pot. I had the Encanto flower pot, and I
Hmm.
loved the idea how you can open it up and there's a little bit of a play set.
Hmm.
But I also just think these colors are so cool, and there's some pretty neat printed petals. I don't know how people will reuse them or if they will.
Wait, are they printed or are they sticker?
Oh gosh, please tell me they're not stickers.
Because that's what
Yeah.
happened in the last one, remember? Because Rob got it and he was on a tirade about don't make me do this. I
Oh
think
no,
they're
they really probably are stickers,
they
aren't
they
they?
look like they might be
Yeah.
prints this time.
They
If
they might
if
be prints. It's really hard to
if
tell in the
if
pictures.
so, this is the second print version we've gotten because we've got the magnolias, right?
Well, yeah, those are marbled. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, marbled look. Um,
Oh,
I hope those are
interesting.
prints. I hope those are prints. I can't tell from the picture.
I really do like the vibe of the set, though, and it's
Oh
interesting that
yeah.
we also are getting Sally in mini doll form since we've gotten her as a minifig before. So she's one of not really that many characters who are produced in both minifig and mini doll form, which is interesting.
Yeah, and I love the Deadly Nightshade logo. It's
Hmm.
just going to be such a great. Is that a new part?
I don't think
Uh,
so. I think it's that dome, but I don't see a good
That
angle
looks like
yeah.
that feels like a new part to me.
We'll find out
We'll find
I'm
out.
not
when
not
someone
sure.
knows.
But
Yeah.
I do love how this looks as like as a flower pot set, 'cause the other ones have been very colorful, but this one is like
Hmm.
Yeah.
it captures that real Nightmare Before Christmas vibe where it's all like
Hmm.
the colors but with the black.
Yes. And I will give this one props because on the other ones, when they open up, they have like the plant to one side and then the other side has nothing to it when it's open. This one has two plants in essence. So when you open it up, it still looks good displayed in open form because you got
Hmm.
Oh
this
yeah.
purple bells coming off and then the crookedy flower. So
Yeah,
uh,
they were thoughtful about that.
they did a great job with this design.
And it also, very excitingly, has that fern piece in black. So I think it was just this year, if I'm not
Oh.
mistaken, where we finally got the three-pronged leaf plate in black, or maybe it
Hmm.
was late last year. And I think this is a
Well,
recolor for the fern too, if
did
I'm
we
not
have that?
mistaken.
Did we have that piece in black or was it wasn't true black. It
Oh, it was
was
trans black.
uh-huh. So this might be the first one. I'm looking that up on
Oh,
Bricklink.
maybe. I don't know. It's gorgeous though. While you look that up on Bricklink, I'm just going to quickly talk about some other brickheads because y'all know I love me some brickheads.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We've got Fortnite, which actually is super cute, I have to admit. The Supply Llama and Fish Stick. I'm not someone who knows Fortnite, but both of these brickheads are really cute and colorful, and I'm into them. And then also, what is actually exciting is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle license is kind of being revived.
Yeah, it's back at
Yeah.
last.
It's been a
Yeah.
while since we had those, and there were some really cool minifig scale play sets back when we
Mm.
had the license before. So, fingers crossed we'll get some minifigs in TMNT, but
My
like
son was trying to be
brickheads.
really kind to a friend and he gave him all of his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle minifigs.
Oh,
And I was like,
Oh.
that's
that was
awesome.
sweet.
But also I wanted them. It was really sweet of him.
Well,
Um
hopefully it won't be too long to wait because since yeah, when TMNT came out the first time, what was it like 2014 around
That's
there?
what I was gonna say.
2013.
Oh,
2013
Yeah,
was when the first one came out.
'cause we've had more films since then. We've had more shows. Like there's
Yep.
so many new characters and versions that they could adapt.
Yeah. To loop back to the that part, it did
mhm.
come in solid black, but only a few weeks ago. So
Oh,
it
okay.
Oh,
is
fair
in
enough.
it's in the Galloping Horses canvas and then the Nightmare Scorpion Digger from Dreams. So we've only had it
Oh,
in
I
two
have that.
sets. The Galloping Horses canvas has 13. So
Oh, wow.
I don't, they must be horse parts. No, I don't see,
Interesting.
I
I
don't know
was
where they
thinking
are.
maybe it was going to be part, if it's in black, that the calligraphy or something, but I
Uh,
don't know.
no, that the
No, because that's
calligraphy
all
is a
yeah,
piece,
art.
singular piece.
Huh.
Oh, no, it's the mane. It goes this way
Oh, that
down the
makes so
back.
much
Oh,
sense for that
So
skeletal
it
horse
looks like the
too.
that's
mane just
nice.
flipping straight out behind him.
Love it. Okay, cool.
That was a great part use. Well, I think speaking of black, we just have one more category of sets to go. I only
Blah.
built in black.
I feel like these Batman sets were announced like a year ago. When I was
Yeah.
pulling the list together, I was like, these Batmobiles, three Batmobiles that are like Speed Champion scale. No, these have been out for like months,
Wait,
haven't
isn't
they?
this from the video you did?
I think
Yeah.
was it you, Daniel, who did
Or
this?
was it Daniel?
No, I think
I
it
was
was it
gonna say
Alex
it was
did this one?
Brian. I don't know
Somebody
who it
did, but that was
was.
a while
But
ago.
it
Yeah,
was
I had
like
a
autumn or something last
yeah, I
year.
dug up. It was October when we did a reveal reel of these three Batmobile sets. So no idea why it was from
Right.
October to March, but they will finally be here if
It's
y'all
okay.
are into Batmobiles from three specific movies. So
Like
they
I say,
have.
you have your choices. You got Batman v Superman,
Hmm.
the Batman, like the most recent one, and then Batman and Robin.
Hmm.
They're all very different as well.
Super
Yeah.
different. So it's kind of cool. They're three different Batmans. If y'all are DC fans, Batman is pretty much the only thing Lego will give you, and there are
Yeah.
more to come. I
Yeah.
do like the Batman logo though. That one I was
That the
pretty into.
greebling on that, and
Oh
if
my
I
gosh.
understand correctly, the greebling on this are intentional nods to specific things.
Hmm.
There's the top hat, the bowler hat, like they've got the grappling hook. Have we had a grappling? No, they made a grappling hook with the plant. Aha! That bar plant with stem that has the three little
Hmm.
leaves that do the little pirouette thing on top. Yes, that one. Oh, it's already available at Meyer by us. So, who
Yeah,
needs
there's Catwoman's whip. There's like a walkie-talkie and handcuffs.
yeah.
There's like
Uh,
Black Vine for Poison Ivy.
oh, yep.
You got
Yeah.
that. Yeah, you got hats for Penguin and the Riddler. There's two
Little
different
spinner
types.
hat. There's a cat in there.
Oh, this is so
This is
fun.
like a master
Yeah.
class in greebling
Oh yeah,
with
there's also
greebling with meaning.
there's also
Hmm.
Joker's like a flag gun
Hmm.
in there,
Oh,
right in the
I
middle.
saw that flag and was wondering what it was. I didn't even catch that it was connected to the gun. That is so clever.
The back
Oh, how
of it
fun.
looks terrible.
I'm sure.
Oh no, it doesn't. I
It'll
can't see a
be
picture for the back.
it'll be
Wow, there is
interesting
no
to
picture
see.
of the back. You only see it when you do like the little video spin around.
Oh
But
yeah,
this
there
is,
is. Oh,
yeah,
okay. Why
isn't
is it
that
so light gray?
right? Maybe it's a nod to the clay your face. Maybe it's a nod to like the original Batman, who was like mostly gray with a little bit of black,
Oh,
and
I
his
thought you
little
were gonna say
cape.
it was a nod to the death slice. What
Oh,
it looks like on the back.
that's
Interesting. Okay.
The
fascinating.
Death
Well, I
Slice
mean,
finds a way
yeah,
to get a
obviously,
reference.
there's no point in like looking at the back of this. It wasn't
No,
designed for it.
yeah,
But but that
But
is
also,
pretty funny looking.
it's a nice display. It's also really cool. It's got the golden Batman
Hmm.
gold
in there
Batman
as well.
and
That's
a
a really nice
20
bonus.
20 years symbol. I can't read what it says. I'm trying to blow it up.
Yeah,
What is
20
20
20
years
years with a
though?
bat signal of Lego Batman. Like,
that's crazy.
friends, we have done these long enough to have like anniversary celebrations of these themes. This is crazy.
I
Lego
remember back in
Batman
like
has been around for that
2006
long.
finding out about like the Lego game they were making for Batman. And
Yeah.
like that was one of my favorite games back on the PlayStation 2 40,000 years ago.
Apparently, I had no idea. 20 years. I was like, there's no way.
I'm
That is wild.
I'm
Okay.
looking up on Brick Set what the first Lego Batman was. Oh, but it's loading slow. It
I
might
bet it
not.
was a Batmobile.
Oh, it was all like yeah, it was all based off like the animated series, wasn't it? It was like
Hmm. I don't know.
It's
yeah,
going it's going so slow.
yeah, they had a whole bunch of sets. Like they had like a back like the classic Batcave, the a
Oh yeah, I forgot
Batmobile,
about that.
Batboat,
Hmm.
Batwing, like
Hmm.
all sorts.
All right,
That
it's
was a
fine.
very strong wave, like back in
It
the day.
it's finally it's pulling, it's scrolling. All right, the first one was a commemorative limited edition Batman announcement. Okay, that doesn't count. The first one was in 2006. Batman, Dragster, Catwoman Pursuit. There was the Bat Boat with a hunt for a killer croc. And yeah, there we go.
That is wild that it's been 20
Crazy.
years.
Because when I think of Batman, even like despite having like the Lego Batman movie, like those
Hmm.
2006 designs are the characters that I think of for so many of those
Yeah.
minifigs.
All right. So, what would be, that brings us to the end of the list. What,
Did it?
yeah, we did it. What would be the one if you were given all the monies? What would be the one that you were like, come March 1st, or, whatever for the Pokemon Day, come March 1st, I am getting this. What is your standout highlight?
I had one answer coming in, but I've kind of been debating it.
Hmm.
If either of y'all have one that you're for sure, go first, because I'm still up in the air.
I think for me, if we're not counting the Pokemon stuff, because I mean I've been wanting Pokemon Lego for so long that just has to be excluded because it
Mhm.
wipes out the competition. I'm so excited about the Blue Astronaut. I think
Yes.
Great
that has
choice.
been waited on for ages.
Yeah.
I've seen
I forgot about that one.
I've seen so many mocks of people making them for the
Yeah.
astronaut and in other colors, and it feels like this was the
It
one
is
that we've been waiting for.
time.
It's happened.
Yes.
Great
Uh,
choice.
I think I forgot about that one. That's high ranking. I have the Winnie the Pooh one from the Lego review, so I feel like that's not on my radar of buy. Otherwise, I'd be very curious. Um, I think I want to get the Zelda one that you
Oh
had
yeah.
behind you, Clay, because
Hmm.
that's just a great, clean, fun, also not massive to display
Oh no, that's what I
set.
like about it too.
Yeah,
Like it's reasonably sized.
yeah.
And that's why when you said money was no object, I'm like, well, duh, I gotta pick, the Pokemon starters. But honestly, there's nowhere in this house that I would display them. Like it looks enormous.
It is
It's
huge.
it's massive. Like
Where
Yeah.
where do you have it, Daniel?
I currently I have because I've just done the review of this time recording like a week ago. So like
Yeah.
the platforms are scattered across like the floor in different rooms. The Pokemon I've got with me on the desk, they're just here. But I need to find a place
Nice.
to actually put them all. But
Well,
I think I'm gonna just display them individually.
I mean, it
I'm
sounds like
just
you
kind of
might
like,
have to based on the
Yeah.
size.
Yeah.
yeah,
Are they all to scale with each other? I mean, Pikachu is obviously too big in his
yeah.
Pikachu form.
Pikachu is very big. I think Eevee's definitely a bit big
Is
compared to the
Eevee,
others.
I was gonna say, is Eevee in scale with Charizard and all that, but sounds like no.
No.
Okay.
No, I think I haven't built Eevee yet, but I think it's going to be a bit too big.
Okay.
It would be interesting if they did do like smaller brick built characters
Hmm.
Yeah.
down the line. If they did do smart play, I think if you had something like I don't know, I got like all of them here, but if you did like something like you take Blastoise, and then if you had like a Squirtle that's like a smaller build,
Hmm.
they might work as like in terms of scale
They
with each other.
could. It'll be interesting. All right, y'all kind of convinced me through that. That one of the ones I was debating, my make it is going to be Eevee. Um,
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
because it's also one that I feel like is in a price point that I actually might purchase it. But it's super cute. The face, I'm not sure if I'm 100% sold on it. Like I feel like I want a little bit
No.
more depth. Like it looks a
Yep.
little too straight on to me,
There was,
but it's very looks super posable and cute, and like I could see literally a spot like on my bookshelf
yeah.
that I would be so happy to just like glance up at it and see it there.
that's
I,
how it starts. You see a space where it could go.
Right.
then you got to catch them all. Well, I'm a little disappointed, Clay, that you are not standing in line to get the Smart Play Red X-Wing,
Red
but
X-Wing, it's a the land speeder is the one.
the Land Speeder's the
I
one for
just,
you.
it's been so difficult to get a land speeder in Lego form in the past
At
that I'm excited
$40,
finally Lego is tackling Luke's
at,
land speeder.
at $40, it's the cheapest in the wave. You have money left over to go get
It's
Star Wars
truly a really
money
ugly
stuff.
land speeder. And I
So,
love the fact,
yeah.
though I do like that you can clip Luke's lightsaber to it. So he's like, you know what? I gotta hop in the car. Let me clip my saber on the side, light her up, and go off.
Clay, Did you see that with this set, the key feature is a
Is
refueling
refueling.
station?
It's literally a
Yeah.
Jawa who is like
It is
my favorite
literally the
species
purpose
in
of the
Star
set.
Wars, and he comes with his little refueling station.
It's perfect. It was meant to be.
Ah, oh, you're right. There it is, clipped on. So
Yep.
you can go stab someone while you
So
drive.
yeah, my make it is not EV, it's Luke's land speeder.
Wow.
What about mod? Yeah, mod. This is kind of the fun one.
Mm,
And actually, I'll just dive right into it. Mine is the soccer ball. After seeing Evan's post with the Death Star, I'm like,
yes.
there's so many, like, you can go in so many different directions with this.
Hmm.
And also how he did the super laser, that also shows like it doesn't just have to be a ball on the outside, but if you, I think all he did was
Yes.
invert one of the plates and then
Hmm.
built out of there. Like there feels like there's so much potential with just the core
Yeah.
structure of the ball. So I'm modding it. I don't know what I'll mod it into, but it'll be
But
something.
but that's what you would mod.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that one too, because I feel like that has the most. Well, oh wait, no, because this is modify it. Does that count? Because
Hmm.
we're really mocking it. But I guess mock is scrap for parts
Yeah,
mostly.
Maka, I would say more. You
Yeah.
would do
Okay.
use less of like.
Then I'm gonna go with that one for my mod as well, because I feel like there's just such fun potential. I just watched a video from Bricktastic a few years ago, or it was Brickvention, one of the two, where they had all the AT-ATs lined up, and they had like 8 of
Hmm.
them that were all
Hmm.
different things.
Oh,
Like
that
a
might have been Bricktastic. I think I saw those.
yes, okay, so Bricktastic, because they both had the same beautiful venue, so I couldn't tell which one was which. But it had like a giraffe AT-AT, and then a steampunk AT-AT,
Hmm.
and a
So
like
good.
so fun. I want to see a row of that. Maybe that can be a challenge. That yeah,
Yeah, that
throwing
would
it
be
out
fun.
there. Someone needs to do it. Um,
So then, if we're both on the same page, what about it, Daniel? Are you
Daniel.
are you modding
Oh,
the soccer ball or are you modding something else?
no, I would want the Zelda set because
Oh,
it looks like a Smash Bros set.
right.
And
Ah, yep,
I think you could do like some like customizing. You can get some other minifigs in there. Get Sonic and
yep.
Isabelle from Animal Crossing.
Oh,
Put them
yes.
in. You could make like if you modified it like maybe at the bottom you could add like the percentage scores for like the health. You could try and do something
Oh,
with that. Try and
Yes,
attach that on there to really kind of hit it home because
that'd be great.
what you've got there, you really don't have to change anything. It's just
no.
what do you add on to
Hmm.
it.
That
And then
was
yeah, you got
something.
three of the minifigs are also Smash Bros fighters. So
Even in
It's
the
perfect.
review, I was thinking of that because there's hearts hidden in here. So, like, I guess in the game, Ganon, if you get him to break stuff down, there's hearts hidden. I didn't
oh,
put in the review where they were because I wanted people to be surprised, but it's just like literal heart tiles. And I was like thinking of whether I could do something to make a display, like where you would just have his hearts floating. It's like what you just described of adding something above or
yeah.
That's cool.
below. Like I feel like there's a lot of potential, even just out of the box. But then of course when you add more parts and more minifigs, I feel like this set could go in like a million directions.
Yeah. Okay, that's a
Good
great one.
choices, good choices.
All right, I'm going to propose the last one, the mock it as what would you take, what would you get that you would get specifically for the parts to do something else with them? So not like, I don't care, but like what is one
Not
what
a I'm return it like you tried earlier.
right? Like yeah, I'm done. What is one that you would get for the parts to any catch your eye?
Well, Daniel, you can help me with this, but the Kanto starters, it's a one by one rounded brick. Is that what
Oh
the new
yeah,
mold was?
yeah,
Or like a
it's a
corner
one by
round?
one, but it's like a corner. So like
What?
I've
Yeah,
yeah,
you
it's got
gotta
like
see this. We gotta
let's see
find
if I
where
can
the
find
review
it.
is
I
because
the
when I
thing
saw
is
that
it
mold, I was like, wait,
the thing is as well like it's barely used in the actual set. It's in Venusaur's platform.
that makes me even madder.
It's in the platform where it fits in some like curved
That's
like macaroni bricks, and it's
ridiculous.
like and it's
Did
just
you
like
see it,
this
Bethany?
doesn't need to be here. So what have you got this for?
I clicked the wrong
Like
link. I'm
It's
looking.
th-
on the part selection slide, the one up in the upper right, one by one round corner
it's
brick.
just like
Stop it.
Yeah.
it's just like
Stop.
they're gonna use this so much now.
Oh,
Yep.
for sure. Okay. This is the set that I'm getting for parts. I'm
Well, yeah,
looking,
even just looking at that part slide that Daniel put together, it's
yeah.
like there's so many recolors in here. Like, how could you say no to it?
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, that brick in particular, like that new mold was the
Mm,
one that I was
mm,
like, that I feel like would be worth the set just for the
yeah.
potential.
So here's something else I'm tracking with Lego that I find really interesting. They went all in on the new droopy leaf in all the
Hmm.
sets,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
they didn't do any, I can't see any 2026 sets that used the multi-curved friends leaf from that was new last year. Like, I know they're not retiring it, but like, it was just fascinating to me to be like, are they doing every year? It's a new leaf?
Oh, the one that's almost like a
Oh,
canopy
Yeah,
leaf?
canopy leaf that's
yeah.
like a whole bunch of my
Oh
favorite leaf
yeah.
parts put
I don't
together.
recall seeing that this year
There's
either.
none. I
That's
was
right.
looking for that. There's
Yeah.
none. I wonder if this is going to be like every, yeah, anyway, I'm curious to see what they're
Hmm.
doing with this corner brick because I feel like they've been giving us like these parts that then like de-snot. Like here it is and then it's everywhere.
I'm actually kind of surprised that this wasn't introduced with a modular. Because, like, to me, I could see this just
Yes.
rounding out some architectural
Yes.
corners. So once I saw this in Pokemon, I was like, huh, would I almost thought because modulars
Mm-hmm.
sometimes will give you the new parts. So
Mm-hmm.
I could see this showing up. I mean, I think it's going to show up everywhere.
I'm gonna have to revise my organization system again. So many awesome
Um,
new molds.
so I think I forced you to choose the same thing as me, Beth.
Yeah, what
So,
is with this?
what about you, Daniel? Are there, obviously you got to build that set, but
Oh,
is there any other parts that you've just seen like scanning through other sets that you would want to throw in a market?
I'm really not sure. Like, I think I'm just thinking back to like I don't know what I would use it for, but I'm just thinking about those magnolia leaves. Like that
Hmm.
marbled color was so nice. Like
Yeah,
Mm. Yes.
that's a
That
the
great
fact,
that
choice
was
too.
going to be my go-to until I got talked into other parts.
yeah. Well, I can see that because now I've got the Venusaur. Like I can see like it's got like the platform. It's got all these different plants. You could definitely try and put those in there somehow.
Hmm.
Kind of mix up the environment a bit more. But yeah, that especially like the fact that those pieces like each one is slightly different just because of how they're produced.
That's
So
really cool
nice.
too. Yeah, that they're not all going to be the exact same like they would if it were stickered or even printed. So yeah, I'm really curious to see because I'm the same. Like, I love looking at that magnolia petal, but I can't quite think of like what would I do with this. So
Isn't that the one that Evo made the hippocampus?
she, no, that was the flower wall, but
Okay.
she did use that same mold in some of her creatures.
Okay.
So, like what she created, you could just swap it out for the marbled one, and it would
Okay.
completely change the effect, especially the hippocampus. Like, I'm thinking of a flowing effect that it would have with those colors. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that could
good
be good.
choices across the board.
Go
Well,
us.
right. Well, thank y'all for joining us for a special episode. I think that
We somehow
I'm
went
done
longer than
talking.
January's releases.
Did we really?
Yeah, we're coming up at 2 hours.
Oh my god.
For the record, I brought my time timer and we blew past it.
Yeah. Well, this will
So,
be fun to edit down.
yeah. Well, I'll just say thank you, everyone who's made it to this point, for listening to this special episode. We hope that you enjoyed this. And we also would love your feedback. Like, is anybody out there listening to this? Hello? Anyone there?
Hello,
I mean,
hello.
we have fun having the conversation. I feel like we're having a fun conversation that we happen to record and share with
Hmm.
others. So
Right.
if you want more of this, please let us know. And if no one's listening to us, well, we'll take the hint. Daniel, I'll toss a final question to you. What are you doing this weekend, or what's a set you're excited to build? I mean, we all know the answer is you're sneaking
You're
back to
running back to
Bricktastic.
Bricktastic.
Yeah. Yeah, well, after I get back from Bricktastic, I think, yeah, the main thing I'm gonna continue on with these Pokemon reviews. I think Eevee's my
Mm,
next one that I'm gonna do,
okay, exciting.
and I'm very excited for that. I think that's gonna be the highlight set. The fact it's the scale that it is, and also that it's accessible.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm very excited to see how it compares with the
Yeah,
Kanto starters.
I
That's gonna
can't
be my
wait.
main thing.
I can't wait to see the size difference.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see the rest of those. Are you
Mm.
gonna do anything with the mini Pokemon Center? Do you know if we were doing a post
Yeah,
on
so
it?
we got the Pokemon Center and the gym badges. Might do a reel or post on those in the
Oh, that would be
future.
fun.
So just
Yeah.
kind of keep an eye out because I'm sure
I
something's going to come out
I
sooner or
would love
later.
I would love to see a reel or post on how someone could make it who missed out on the gift with purchase, what they could do to get
Mm.
close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I think
Good
it's
thought.
just the stickers that are the only exclusive thing.
Yeah. So what could one brick build to replicate the stickers? I'd be very curious.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, we'll note that down. That's a good idea.
We're giving you homework.
Make it happen, Daniel. Join us next time when Daniel shows off his
I'm
amazing.
writing it down.
Yes. This is how we work. You go do more work. Good job, you.